Greetings everyone, hope you're all keeping well out there. For those of you who don't know, my name is Alex and today we're here to test out this rather intriguing but fantastic looking pillow, which is in fact a neck and back Shiatsu massaging cushion. Now, if you are like me and you have the odd back problem, or maybe just have a very sore neck at the end of your workday, this should hopefully help you out because it features a heat deep tissue kneading massage function, which straight away is very appealing because at the end of any day, there's nothing better than a nice relaxing massage. So that is exactly what we're going to do right now. I'm going to do a quick unwrapping of this and then we're going to test it out. I'm going to pull this out. And we don't need that anymore. And here we have the actual cushion itself. And you know what? That actually feels pretty nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's got some hard things here sticking out, but of course that's for the deep kneading tissue massage function. But it's got a very nice build to it because it is literally a cushion with a nice leather surrounding here. Looks like you've just got the one button to control all the functions. And then this is like some durable mesh material that is of course nice and soft. So let's see what's on the other side here. Okay, we've got, again, the leather continues round the back and sides. I'm hoping you can see that, but there's a nice long Velcro securing strap that does stretch as well. So obviously that's for maybe if you want to put it around your office chair or maybe have it on in your car while you're waiting for someone. So that's pretty cool. It can pretty much be attached to anything. Got to admit though, it does have a very long cable, and you know how I feel about cables, they've always got to be extra long. And then this here, this little connector is for, in fact, when you want to take it in your car, because this just comes out and then you can use the car adapter plug, which does come supplied. But as for a quick first impression, I'm not being funny. I mean, it feels very solid. It feels very luxurious, I've got to admit. And you know, the best thing about it is that you just attach it to anything and it looks like you just turn it on and you get a massage. Now, before we test it out, let's just quickly go over some specifications and just see what else this cushion can actually provide. So to begin with, the actual cable length is 1.8 meters, so it is a very long cable, so that should allow plenty of length for wherever you want to plug it into. Now, as for the actual power consumption this uses, it's actually only 12 volts and 2 amps, so it really is nice and low. The PU leather casing can actually be scrubbed with a wet cloth just in case it ever builds up a bit of dirt over time, or maybe if you lend it to a friend or family member who's that extra bit sweaty, you can of course give it a good scrub down without having to worry about whether it will damage the actual machine. And finally, one thing I would really like to mention is that it actually has a pure copper motor inside this thing, so that will basically bear the driving force when it comes to massaging you. But also, it actually helps to keep the noise below 45 decibels, so it is nice and quiet. Now, I forgot to mention, obviously this does have electricity in it, but it luckily has a safety precaution in it as well, which is an automatic cutoff after 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, this will automatically shut down, and then if you want to continue using it, you can just turn it back on again. But also, every minute, these will change direction. So let's say they are going in a counterclockwise direction. They will then every minute switch and go to an anti-clockwise just to really help massaging in them deep areas. So that's a nice, pretty cool function there as well. It's not just continuous, it does actually change direction. So let's press this button. Oh, okay. So they are literally spinning around and they are glowing a nice warm red, but that's pretty cool. Now, it doesn't feel that warm at the moment. I presume it does have to warm up. Oh, look at that though on my hand. Whoa, I've got to try this out. Let's just see what happens. Oh, that is getting warm now. I can feel that is nice and warm. It's obviously not going to get too hot. That's nice. Before I get too carried away, however, let's just see what else. So if I press this again, then you can have it without the heat function, it looks like, and just have the actual massaging system in action. And then I think it's a press, keep your finger pressed down, and then it goes off. Okay then, so that's where it is, okay? I know you can't really see it as well, but that is what it is. Now, it feels a bit strange at first, okay? Don't get me wrong, but I'm going to turn this on now. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so strange because it actually is giving you a massage, but it's a pillow. But that is good. Oh, it's just switched direction. Okay. Oh. I thought it was just something to maybe mix it up a bit, maybe going one way or the other, but it seems to almost, it massages your back or whatever wherever you have this cushion, sorry. And then obviously whilst it's massaging, it's really digging in there, and then as it spins around the other way, it's almost releasing that tension. I can feel the heat of that as well, and I don't really know how to describe it to you, but I suppose it's obviously a heated motion. Oh, but it's getting right in there as well. Don't get me wrong, right? At first, it's a quite strange sensation, but you have to almost relax into it, and that's when it really does get into your muscles. Oh, like that. This would be perfect for someone with a bit of backache, especially. Now, I've had my back problems in the past, and you know when my back problem returns, this is going to be perfect. What I'm going to do now though, because my wife is downstairs, and I'm going to let her try it out just to see what she thinks about it. So she won't come on camera, I'm afraid, but I'm just going to go downstairs and see what she thinks. Okay then, so I just want to confirm, I've lent it to my wife who's downstairs on the couch, and she decided that she wanted it round her neck. So she picked up one of the couch pillows, strapped the massaging pillow around it, and then positioned it where she felt comfortable and turned it on, and she has fallen asleep. Okay, with this on, within 15 minutes she has fallen asleep. I'm quite surprised. So I mean, it's only 2:30 here in the afternoon. I cannot believe it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let her sleep for a bit, and then I'm going to wake her up and see what she feels about it, and then obviously I'll pass on that information to you. Falling asleep though, I can't believe it. Okay then, so I've got this back now. I woke the missus up there, and she said she had a quick snooze, and this is how she had it set up with the pillow like I mentioned. Just quickly strapped it on and then had it positioned around her neck area, and she loved it. She really did. She found it a bit strange at first like I did, but then she just obviously must have really enjoyed it, because she then fell asleep. So there we go, that was just a quick overview and demonstration for this rather cool little gadget. And yes, it is literally just a cushion or a pillow or whatever you want to call it, but it works well, and I really am very impressed. You can plug it in at home, you can plug it in your car, you can really just plug it in anywhere. And if you are someone who has maybe the occasional back or neck problem, or even just wants a nice vigorous massage, then I really would highly recommend this product. It's a good price, it's well made, and it really does work well.